Hello, folks. We are 1 week post Tropical Storm Fiona here in Atlantic Canada, particularly Prince Edward Island, where I am from. And things look a little different than usual because I had to store a bunch of stuff in the garage where I typically set up my green screen to do my typical shows or my videos. And anyway, so I'm coming to you now exactly 1 week after we got hit with a hurricane. And we happen to live in an area that is toward the last group of customers who will get power, because the causeway leading up to our community lost a lot of telephone poles. They snapped. And anyway, so our electric companies are out there, utilities out there fixing up the, trying to get us online, which is great. And we're very patient, of course, and, really appreciate the work that they're doing. But I come to you 1 week after we got hit with this hurricane because, well, number one, I don't have a generator. So it was a challenge to keep our phones charged and everything. Now I do have a little battery pack / booster pack for the car that I was able to charge up before the hurricane hit and before we lost power. So that was our primary source of charging our phones and so forth. And because I wasn't able to charge my equipment, I couldn't obviously post videos because I had to preserve the power that we had to work with. Anyway, so a couple of days ago, my father-in-law was kind enough to give us his generator, and so we have the generator intact. We have a fridge and a little plug-in system here where we can actually charge our phones and kind of live somewhat normally. But anyway, yes, it has been 1 long week and we're still without power, and close to midnight tonight will be exactly 7 days we've been without power. But other than that, I mean, we're all well, and we're very, like I said, we're very fortunate, very happy that we didn't sustain much for damage, because I mean there was a lot of damage around the province, and we really feel for the families that have lost, a lot, and, the damage they incurred. And it was frightening, very frightening to have to deal with this. But at the end of the day, it boils down to what can we do to be prepared for things like this, natural disasters like this, because it can have a heavy toll on your mental health. Absolutely. But definitely a lot of anxiety having gone through that storm with worst case scenario thinking, in terms of damage or, but again, we got very fortunate, we got very lucky. And, we were together and, played a lot of board games. So, there's a lot of positives to it. But at the end of the day, I lost a week of recording, which can't blame me for that. But anyhow, just wanted to check in, and come next week we'll continue on with our Deep Well Motivation series. But in the meantime, like I said, I just wanted to check in, just kind of share my experience and share a few thoughts. I think about these folks with utility companies and so forth, working night and day in some pretty nasty weather conditions from time to time. I have nothing to complain about. They're the true heroes for sure. So with that said, great check-in, and appreciate your patience, and we'll be back online next week. So take care and wish you the best.